Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today, we have a show that's, I think, about time we talk about it. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So, as you guys know, the Lakers made kind of a soft announcement about JJ Redick's new contract, rather that they're going to be extending JJ Redick this year, right? Now, I don't remember his original contract. I think it was, let me see the contract. I don't remember his original deal that he did with the Lakers. I think that I don't remember what it was. I don't remember the exact details of his initial deal. But I'm hearing that his contract could be potentially worth this new one, $45 million, and the first deal that he signed was a 4-year, $32 million deal. I don't know how all of this works, that he's getting an extension when he just signed the deal. I don't know what the hell is going on with the Lakers, but this news has caused a lot of NBA fans to question the decision-making of Rob Pelinka and these guys. Why? Obviously, the Lakers won 50 games last year. Let me see Lakers record. Last year, they won 50 games. I think they were 50 and 32. So that was a major upgrade in terms of their regular season record. But once again, even though they won 50 games, I think they were the top 4 seed in the West. I think the 3rd or 4th seed. They still ended up with the same result. And in the first round of the playoffs, JJ Redick showed that he was an absolute novice when it came to this thing. He had a lot of hubris. He felt like he knew everything about basketball, the way that he was being marketed by people at ESPN. You would have thought that they got the next Pat Riley. Certainly, that's how they were trying to market him. But after he went in the first round, made some serious blunders, playing all of his starters an entire second half, then going up there and being defensive with the press, a lot of people realized, okay, this guy is not as smart as he thinks he is. So a lot of people are kind of confused and confounded as to why he's being offered this contract extension. And one of those people is former ESPN staffer here, Amin Elhassan, and he basically called out the Lakers like, bro, what is this? What has JJ Redick done to deserve this contract extension? Before we even get into what he had to say, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Game Time. One of the things I love the most is making unforgettable memories with family and friends. And one of the things I hate the most is overpaying for tickets only to find out that there was a better deal out there. That's one of the reasons I started using Game Time. Game Time is the easy go-to app for last-minute tickets to sports, concert, and theater events across 60+ states in the US and Canada. Game Time saves me time, money, and stress by curating only the best deals, so I'm not wasting a whole bunch of time scrolling through overpriced tickets. Game Time Picks is my favorite tool. It highlights the best value seats instantly. No more guesswork, no more wasting time. For example, I'm really looking forward to watching some of these NBA Summer League games. Here's what I like to do. I choose between the cheapest deal, the great deal, or the amazing deal. Once you select the ticket you want, you can use their panoramic seat view to ensure you know exactly what you're getting before you buy. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account and use redeem code CLNS for $20 off. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what I want to do now is I want to quickly play what he had to say. His comments are rarely short, less than a minute or so. Take a listen to it, and I want to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to what he had to say here.
I honestly don't know what would compel. How many times have we seen guys be like coach of the year and they get fired the next year? Man, we saw a coach of the year get fired before he got the trophy. Remember Dwayne Casey in Toronto? Oh. He got fired, and then 2 days later, like, by the way, the coach of the year this year was Dwayne Casey. Right. So the idea that you would extend someone after 1 year when you had him signed for 4 years to begin with, I don't know. Like, I get that you're like, oh, you know, we can lock him in at whatever price now, but how many times have we seen these things go south? And most of the time, it's not because, oh, it turns out he wasn't so good of a coach after all. Most of the time, it goes south because of what? Because the personality.
So you heard what he had to say. What are my thoughts about this? I don't understand why the Lakers did this exactly, right? Given the way that they had been doing things previously. Darvin Ham was under contract. First year he got to the Western Conference Finals. Next year he got to the first round and he was gone. And then JJ Redick essentially repeated the same outcome, the same result, and he gets an extension. Why? Wouldn't conventional wisdom tell you that, okay, if this guy at least got to the second or third round or even the finals, you give him an extension? But why give him an extension when he got the same result as the guy that you just fired after 2 years, who actually did better at the job than he did? A lot of people are confused by this. And then they put out this ridiculous story that they try to make a story that I think JJ Redick can spend, 2 hours talking to chat GPT. I'm like, is this what so what is that, and what is this supposed to be meaning? What? And why is this a story? All right, why is this a story? So I'm a little bit confused by this. Now, it's also fair to say that going into last season, I didn't think he would do a good job. And he absolutely made me look like a fool. Not just me. A lot of people ended up had the egg on their face, because a lot of us thought that he was just going to go in there and mess up the entire season. And he didn't. He had a great campaign. Where he showed that he was a rookie head coach was in the playoffs. And I said all of that slamming clipboards and acting like as if you're losing your mind on the sideline, that doesn't matter. What matters are the result. It doesn't matter, man. Those things are just for the cameras and for his players. That doesn't matter at all. There are players that have they're coaches that have the countenance doesn't change. Look at Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson just be sitting there. You wouldn't know if the Lakers are up 30 or being blown out by 20. You would not know. So that doesn't matter. But I do think that JJ is going to have to prove himself. He's going to have to prove himself, even though they're giving him an extension. And I don't know why. Right? I don't know why they gave him an extension. It's not like as if he did something that was so innovative, although a lot of people that were JJ Redick supporters and apologists last year tried to make it seem like he was doing something groundbreaking. Because I think the reason they were doing that was because he was a LeBron hire. So they were trying to make it seem like this guy is greater than what he is in reality, when in reality he was just another coach. It's just it's just a sad truth. They were trying to make it seem like this guy was like the best thing we've seen since sliced bread, when in reality we had seen other coaches have great years. I mean, for example, when did they have Frank Vogel? Frank Vogel had the team, I think, in the they had Vogel in the bubble, if I'm not mistaken. They had some pretty decent records there, and they won a championship under Vogel, right? They won a championship under, obviously, a truncated season. They had the other year when they lost, but at least they won a championship with him, and they fired him, right? Because they needed somebody to be a scapegoat. Ham took him to the Western Conference Finals. They fired him because they didn't like the fact that he kept his hands in his pockets. So maybe this is just what the Lakers like. They like somebody that's screaming and shouting, and maybe that makes them feel like, okay, if he's doing all of this, he must be doing something. Guess we have to wait and see. So the question is, are you confused by the Lakers giving JJ Redick a contract extension? Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comments. We'll catch you on the next show. Peace.